take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Even blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like.
Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Miami Dolphins taking on the Washington Football Team.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Football Team and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they interplay in this one. They come in pretty desperate here for a win as they've started the year 0-5.
And it seems way too early to start talking about hot seats. But guess what? When a team is 0-5, people start wondering about their jobs.
Meanwhile, for visiting Washington, they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're...
Operating from the gun. Hood. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line.
Up from the gun. Hood.
Brings up second.
Incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but now it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On third down, Hood. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first first down on the 14-yard pickup.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Hood. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Hood. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Hood. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Hood's pass.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3. At the
Off the play fake. Hood. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
At the 30-yard line.
From the gun, Hood. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
For a Miami Dolphin. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll run here with Lindsay. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Hood. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
25, Melvin Gordon.
The numbers a week ago from Melvin Gordon. He was, without a doubt, one of the catalysts in that victory.
And he can really be the glue that makes this offense go, because when defenders have to commit to stopping him, that just opens up more opportunities in the passing game.
2nd and 6. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Christian Wilkins just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. The gun. They'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken right around the 44. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism, because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, Hood. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hood into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half, and you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. but a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Second and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. He'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
On first down, it's Ward. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10.
The pass.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
No gain on the play, and it's third down.
They'll set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown on the season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
The Dolphins take over first and 10.
And Miami set to take over. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll run now with Gaskin. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Myles Gaskin, the ball carrier. He was taken down at the 22-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up
throwing on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here is Washington now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Ward. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Dolphins, nothing.
Washington on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Christian Wilkins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taken from just outside the 30. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
The 47-yard line.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Dolphins on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Hood. Forced out. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Chase Young make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Miami. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That's pulled in at the 32. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Phillip Lindsay and the rest of the offense heading back out. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they?
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Off play action. Hood sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, Hood. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Operating from the gun, Hood. Now a short one to Gesicki, and he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. This from 54 yards away. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
First down, Gordon. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He was brought down by Will Harris. A 7-yard pickup brings up.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. The 30, 10, and this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here's Oliver. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. On the move to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
They'll run on first down. It's Ward, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Number 38.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
34-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Gordon. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Washington on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. But not much on that run, Sharp. Looking to get it to Ward. Intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. He's got daylight. 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Will Harris. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Sanders now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6.
Jason Sanders.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Oliver. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Washington ready to try again on offense. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really...
And oh, he coughed it up!
The quarterback on the keeper. Fumble on the
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Washington.
Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Second and 13. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
We're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
Washington on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 17. He'll look to throw. Hits his target, Hunter. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back to throw now on first down. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown here in this first half. And Washington has taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Getting set to go again on offense. Here's Devontae Parker now. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts. One of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
A gain of 9 yards and a Washington first down.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14.
14.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, and it's the Eagles who are out in front. Carson Wentz has thrown a couple of touchdown passes there. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Mixon, 100 yards exactly on the ground with a touchdown run as well. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Cam Newton has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 21-yard line.
2nd and 1. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Gun now on third down. Sliding out of the pocket. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up
back to throw. Hood flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
0.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hood, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. Past the 20. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Noah Igbenogany on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Hood firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and 2, Hood.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return.
And the Washington offense heading out.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3rd down. On 3rd down, Ward. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Here's Tressway now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return.
Miami set to take over.
And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the gun, Hood. Now a short one to Gesicki.
Hood's pass.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Hood. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Jamie Gillen now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 15. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense.
They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Christian Wilkins
able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
formation here defensively. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He can run, and he lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
This is Gaskin on the carry, and he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Myles Gaskin.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular